said that, but apparently she freaking said that. Yeah. So I think that's why she left. I think it might have something to do with
How did she
that.
react though? Like when she knew when she knew that you guys knew she was lying.
Well, obviously she got mad. Like,
Oh, what did she say? Like,
well, she didn't say anything to me. It wasn't until Joseph told her about what I said about her on the text that's when she decided to send me that message on, what was it, Telegram or whatever, to then say that shit to me. Because he went and told her, and then she went to try to find me, but she saw I had her blocked everywhere except for Telegram, which I didn't even know she was on.
no, I mean when she lied about Joseph's mom being in the.
Oh,
what is she? How did she react when
she was just quiet right there? She was just like quiet right there most of the time, and I think we were going to get you, because if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, it was before you guys like picked me up, right?
Yeah, because we went to the Chase, and then they had to go to the Vons. Well, she had to go to the Vons because she had to go use the bathroom, and then Joseph went off to the bank, and then that's when he called his mom, and then that's when it happened right there. Again, this was before we went to go pick you up.
Yeah.
So that's why she was quiet that time, But I'm fairly certain, again, it might have something to do with that, but I don't know.
Yeah, like if she lied about that, imagine all this shit she lied about.
Like, again, I even told Alan and all them, I refuse to believe that Claudia did what Laura said, because then she claimed, remember? She claimed that she spoke to that ex and that ex told her, oh no, Claudia forced me to do it, saying, oh, if you don't have sex with me, I'm going to tell people you raped me. I'm like, no, fuck that. That's a fucking lie.
Bro,
I know she was not capable of doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, Claudia herself was a victim of that, right?
Yeah.
Of like rape.
Yeah. That's
Why the fuck would she do that?
Yeah, exactly. It makes no
threat
sense.
someone.
Yeah, exactly.
She would be traumatized. Like she wouldn't even like take that chance. Like what if that guy? What if the guy did that to her?
No, I know that has happened to her. Like when I first spoke to her, she told me that there were stories like that happened to her. Yeah. In fact, when I talked to her in 2019, like I remember one did happen that she ended up taking that dude to court.
Yeah.
And like she even like showed me the police report and all that. Yeah. So, and around that time, I was trying to get her into Cardinal Health when I was still there.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, fuck Cardinal. They're a bunch of ignorant people. Honestly, fuck most of the warehouses that I've worked at. Nearly all of them they're filled with just a bunch of corporate idiots who would just as much like to see you die as they would like to see you just like grinding your ass off to do work that they can't do themselves.
Why not?
Because they want to celebrate. Because they want to have big parties and celebrate, act like they're the ones who did the hard work, when really we're the ones who do all the heavy lifting, like literally for them.
When Laura said that to you, that Claudia supposedly threatened that guy, like what did you think? Were you like, did you not believe it right away, or were you like skeptical at first?
No, I was just like, I was really holding back what I wanted to say to her. Like I really
you felt anger, like you knew she was lying.
I felt angry, and that was the second time that happened. The other time was when we first hung out with, remember Logan?
Yeah.
Same thing with him.
Oh, when Joseph wasn't there, right?
Yeah, when he wasn't there for
him.
Yeah, I mean, because I remember we were hanging out with him, like the four of us, you, me, Logan, and Laura, because that's when we went to the ramen place, and then that's when we went to go pick him up, and then when we were dropping him off, that's when Laura told me, because remember, we dropped off Logan first, then I went to go drop you off, then Joseph off, and then I dropped Laura off last, and then that's when we talked about it.
Oh, she told you without us.
Yeah, more about the gangster thing, which I didn't really think much of it, and then when she elaborated further, that's when I was just like pissed, and I was like really pissed with her about it,
How did you go off on her, or were you just like holding it in?
But I just held it in. I just held that shit in, because I was really holding back.
And was that the night that Joseph cried on the phone?
Because I told him about the fucking gangsters.
That was that same night, right?
Yeah, because like I told him I don't, because she said like she doesn't know if they're still after her, and she doesn't want to risk it, because if she were to talk to them, then if she says anything bad or does anything wrong, then they would go after her.
Yeah.
And that's why he fucking cried. And
he didn't care about Claudia. He just cared about.
Yeah, he just cared about what happened to Laura. Yeah. Even though, honestly, dude, Laura would not give a fuck about his ass. She would not give a fuck about his fucking ass.
Yeah, he couldn't care less if they went after Claudia.
No, hell no.
Beat her ass.
Again, that's why I say fuck them both. Like fuck Joseph and Laura for that shit. I mean, more Laura, because I know for one, Claudia's not capable of doing that, and Laura spewing all the lies. It's like no, fuck that. Fuck that.
No.
She really thought that me fucking her the amount of times was going to change my mind? No, fuck that. Come hell or how hard, I'm not changing my mind on that. Ever.
Yeah, and then what was I gonna say? I forgot. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was about
What were you gonna say?
It was about Claudia, but I forgot.
Oh, you're gonna ask about like anything else about why she left and all that?
No,
Okay.
it was
Now,
Why did she leave?
Okay, she went with
Yeah.
this guy who she had just met at the time. I forget his name was like his name was Gabriel, but I just call him the cowboy because I seen what that motherfucker's Instagram was like, and then he looked like a fucking. I just call him the cowboy. She went with him, you know, because especially because she was trying to get out of her house, like really bad, and I thought I could do it, but after my sister talked to me, like a lot more than I realized, like you know, especially about what my mom had said, I was just like, oh fuck, I couldn't do it, so. She ended up going with that guy because she just desperately wanted to get out. She never really fully elaborated on it. She claimed that it was because her family was kicking her out because she couldn't freaking help pay or whatever. You know,
Well,
I don't know about that, but I can't say anything because I've never met these people. I don't know what they're like.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is Laura wanting to fight Claudia right away.
She
Like,
told me, no, remember, she told us, like when I told them to behave, if she came, when we went to Bakersfield.
She didn't even respect your
No,
request.
she straight up said, if I ever see her, I'm gonna throw hands on sight. Oh. Again, she ruined what was supposed to be my fucking moment, because that was supposed to be my time,
Yeah.
because again, I told them, maybe I didn't say yes, because that's something even wanted me, like they said it was maybe, it wasn't a definitive yes, but honestly, he even told me I should have just left them. I should have just made up a lie and just gone by myself. And you know what?
Yeah, you should have done, like,
I know.
looking back. I told you one time, like, bro, you should just be like, all right, I'm just going by, like, not tell them you're going by yourself, but
Yeah.
be like, all right, like, we're not going, and then you just go by yourself. You just go.
I just didn't want to hear him. I just didn't want to hear fucking Joseph complain about one freaking out because remember we kept going back and forth on that. But most of that wasn't even his fault. It's because shit happened that it came up, you know.
Yeah.
So
And Juan had to cancel because Laura was acting.
yeah, because she cried like a little fucking bitch because I said maybe she was gonna be here. I didn't say definitively yes.
Yeah.
I said maybe.
Yeah.
And she decided to cry like a little fucking bitch over it.
Yeah.
Great, no, I just sounded like him because that's the sort of thing he does. He does that weird Joseph. He does a weird scoff when he talks about something and he feels like he's right. He's just like or
He does.
Yeah, he does that weird little scoff. Yeah. Then after she and that guy broke up, which she claims was like a bad thing, like she claims it was really bad. I don't know the full details. Then after that, stayed out there for a bit. I don't know how she survived, but then ended up going to Chicago with this one dude named fucking Javier. And honestly, Javier, he looks like a fucking wimp. He looks like a wimp, that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I guess she got in well with him, and then after, like, I think, like, in 2022, like, late 2022, she just deleted her freaking, like, most of her social media and was off the grid. I don't know why, but again, I feel like it's the gangsters, because one thing I noticed about her was she kept changing her username a lot. So, that made me think one of those motherfuckers was continuously stalking her, like, maybe they had some dark web shit that they were using together and all that. I don't know, but that's why I freaking despise Laura, because I know she had something to do with it. Even if it was before my time with her, I was like, no, fuck you. You put someone I care about in danger, so fuck you, you know? And she's still in Chicago. You know, I think she's still with, like, she's still living with Javier and his family? Even though she has a bunch of tattoos, and honestly, I think Javier must have done some real convincing to let her family stay with her, because I remember one picture they took, I could tell that woman, his mom, is like one of those hardcore Catholic Hispanics, you know, the ones who had like La Virgencita, which is like, you know, like the Virgin Mary, yeah, who has that. And most Hispanics who are like that, they typically wouldn't accept someone who's like fucking transgender or even who has a shit ton of tattoos on them.
I know
in their home.
I know from experience.
Yes.
My mom
yeah,
is
because your family's Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially the amount of tattoos that fucking Claudia has, like she has a shit ton of fucking tattoos all over her. And she has a bunch of fucking face tattoos that I despise. They look ugly as fuck.
And her bangs.
Oh, I fucking hate the bangs.
I think bangs only fit on Asian girls.
It doesn't.
In my
fit her.
opinion.
Yeah, it does not fit her, like, at all. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. Hold on.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Hey,
something to think.
Daniel, what's your favorite ethnicity of girls?
Here's hold on. Here's what she looked like when I first met her. Like when I first actually talked to her. That's when I first met her. Alright. Then, over time, like she got more with the tattoos and then got like fucking gauges on her freaking ears, like stretched out as hell. You know, like you even saw, like you're like, oh, why does she have tattoos on her face? That's what it is. That's what it was. Hold on. Spanish name.
It's my favorite ethnicity.
Yeah, like
I don't
Gogro.
You don't have a
I
favorite?
haven't been with a lot of people, so I don't.
When she left, she basically looked like this. Then, on the last day that I saw her, she got this like one big flower piece. Like there was like a red rose and a purple one on her
Yeah.
arm. That I think she said something about how it had something to do with the loss of her family, like the respect of her family or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, she looked like that. And then over time, she got more fucking tattoos and shit. Hold on. She got like a fucking neck piece that was like, I think it was like in reference to Silence of the Lambs. You know, the moth. Yeah, that. And where the
Do you have the recent one? How she looks right now?
yeah, I'll get to that in just a minute.
He's been showing me a progression.
Yeah. Here's the fucking.
Is this the most recent one?
No, that was like from last year. Hold on. There's like. Then here's another one. Hella tattooed, man. Spooky. It's Strange Love because it's in reference to the song Strange Love by Depeche Mode.
That's one,
Yeah, I've never heard that song, so I don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
Here's one of her more recent ones. Like, this is like the second most recent one. And then here's the new that I showed him.
What do you think? What do you think, bro?
I don't know, man.
That's a whole different kettle of fish right there.
I was gonna say, you don't see any red flags?
No, she has. I've known a lot about her. I can tell you this. I know that person pretty well, like hella well. I know how she operates. Second one who knows is my friend Juan, especially because he knows everything about what happened with me and her. When I say everything,